listen up, pal. We've got massive Celtic news breaking all over the place. From a young lad making his dream debut and sending a cracking message to the green and white faithful, to a familiar face from the past speaking out about a shock return. And trust me, the last story could change everything for the future of this club. You don't want to miss it, so stick around till the very end. We have 6 news a day to keep you updated with the mighty Celtic. Hit that subscribe button and be part of it. You know what? That's the kind of story that just warms the Celtic heart, eh? Jamai Simpson-Pusey, 20 years old, first game in the hoops, and what a shift the lad put in. Imagine that, stepping out onto the Paradise pitch for the first time, the floodlights beaming, the crowd roaring, and you're asked to play in a position that's not even your usual one. But did he flinch? Not a chance. Cool as you like, calm under pressure, like he's been doing it for years. That's the kind of composure that says, I belong here. You could feel it, couldn't you? Every time he touched the ball, there was that wee ripple in the crowd, folk thinking, go on, son. He just got on with it. Tidy passing, solid defensively, no daft mistakes. You can tell he's been schooled well at City, but he's got that extra something that only comes when you pull on the green and white. There's a spirit about him, that raw hunger that fits right in at Parkhead. And after the match, that message he posted online, pure class. None of the over-the-top flash you see with some young players these days. Just a simple, honest message from a lad who knows what it means to wear the shirt. You could see the pride in his words. He's not here for the selfies and the spotlight. He's here to graft, to grow, and to make his mark at Celtic. The reaction from the support was brilliant too. Folk absolutely flooding his comments, welcoming him properly, showing him what this club's about. Passion, respect, family. You just know he'll have gone to bed that night with a grin from ear to ear, hearing that crowd still ringing in his head. That's the dream, isn't it? First game, clean sheet, fans behind you, manager putting trust in you. Doesn't get better than that. And Martin O'Neill, fair play to him. That's what he's been brilliant at in his return, giving young lads a chance, letting them show their mettle. It's that mix of experience and youth that makes a proper Celtic team. Simpson-Pusey didn't just make his debut, he made a statement. The kid's got something about him, you can see it. Calm, composed, no fear. That's exactly what you want. I'll tell you this, mate, if that was just the first glimpse, then I can't wait to see what's next. He's the kind of player who could grow into something special at Paradise. And you can bet the blue half of Glasgow are already sweating, thinking about another young star rising in green and white. Now, here's one for you. Do you think Simpson-Pusey's debut proves that Celtic should trust more of the young lads in big games? Or is experience still the key when the pressure's on? Hit that subscribe button, lads. Let's jay it loudy till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic daffs. Now this one, mate, this one's got a proper twist to it. Efraín Juárez, remember him? The Mexican lad who pulled on the hoops back in the day, bombing down the right side when Paradise was buzzing with that Champions League energy. Well, guess what? His name's back in the mix, but this time not as a player. The talk is Celtic are eyeing him as a potential manager. You heard that right. The lad who once played for the boys might just be back to lead the boys. Now, I'll be honest, that's not a name many folks saw coming. Juárez is over in Mexico just now, managing Pumas, the club where it all started for him. But the word from down there is that things haven't exactly been rosy. His side's sitting 10th in Liga MX, and the pressure's mounting. Still, you've got to give him credit. When asked about the Celtic links, he didn't get flustered or play coy. Calm as a lock on a still day, he said he's happy where he is, grateful for his club, and whatever happens, happens. Proper, measured response, that. The kind of cool-headedness you'd want in a man leading a club like ours. And let's be real, there's something poetic about it, isn't there? A former Celtic player coming back to manage the side. That story writes itself. The connection, the passion, the understanding of what it means to wear the green and white. Juárez might not have been a club legend on the pitch, but maybe, just maybe, he's being lined up for something bigger. He's only 37, mind you, still young for a gaffer, but you can't deny he's been around the game. He's learned from the best, played in Europe, knows the culture here, and speaks about football with that same intensity Celtic demands. And apparently, there's even a release clause in his contract with Pumas, so if the board want him, they can just pick up the phone and make it happen. Simple as that. And simple. Of course, he's not the only name on the list. The club's looking at a few options: Wilfried Nancy, Nicky Hayen, Kieran McKenna, all with their own styles and credentials. But Juárez brings that emotional link, that spark of nostalgia. You can almost imagine it. Him walking out at Parkhead again, not as a player this time, but as the boss, leading from the front while the place erupts with the fields of Athenry. Thing is, you know how it goes with managerial hunts. The rumors fly faster than a Glasgow seagull after a chippy, and half of them turn out to be nothing. But still, this one's got that intrigue about it, that mix of history and possibility that gets folk talking. So here's what I want to ask you. Would you take Efraín Juárez back at Paradise as the new gaffer? Or should Celtic go for someone with a bit more experience at the top level? Hit that subscribe button, lads. Let's jai it loldy till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic daffs. Now this one's a belter of a story, pal. You know when you hear a name and think, that one's got Celtic written all over it? That's exactly the feeling you get when you hear Kjetil Knutsen. The man's been working wonders up in Norway with Bodo Glimt, turning that wee Arctic Circle club into a proper European nuisance. And you'll remember them well. They're the ones who gave us a sore one back in the Ange days. That 5-1 on aggregate still haunts me a bit, but you've got to give the man credit. His team played fearless, fast, attacking football. That's the kind of stuff we love seeing at Paradise. Now, the story heating up right now is that Knutsen's contract is ticking down, expiring at the end of the year, and he's not exactly shutting the door on a move to Glasgow, is he? When he was asked about the rumors, he played it cool, said he's happy where he is, enjoying life at Bodo. But then came that wee line, if I leave, it should be something more exciting than Glimt. Well, come on now, what's more exciting than leading Celtic out at Parkhead, hearing You'll Never Walk Alone echo round the stands before a Champions League night? You can't tell me he doesn't fancy that. The man's record speaks for itself. He took Bodo to their first ever Eliteserien title, slapped Jose Mourinho's Roma 6-1, and has them mixing it up in Europe like they've no right to. That's what you call a proper project builder. He's got that tactical sharpness, the kind of football philosophy that makes you proud to watch your team play. High tempo, clever movement, aggressive pressing, the lot. Sounds a bit familiar, eh? A wee bit like the Ange blueprint that got us back on top. But here's the thing. Knutsen's hinted he'd only be ready to move after Bodo's Champions League campaign wraps up. Fair enough, that's loyalty, and you've got to respect it. But from Celtic's point of view, it's a question of timing. The international break's the perfect chance for Dermot Desmond and the board to sit down, make the calls, and get this thing sorted. Do we wait for Knutsen, hoping the timing works out? Or do we strike now and get someone else in before the season kicks on again? I'll say this, if he does come, he could be the perfect fit. The fans would love his passion, his intensity, his footballing style. And imagine the reaction if he took us deeper into Europe than we've been in years. He'd go down as a legend faster than you can say Sucky Hall Street on a Saturday night. So let me throw this one your way and be honest about it. Would you wait until the end of Bodo's Champions League run to get Kjetil Knutsen as Celtic manager? Or should the board move now for someone else who's ready to walk through the Parkhead doors tomorrow? Hit that subscribe button. Lads, let's argue it loudly till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic daffs.